Hello, I'd like to do a video on the chords to play Till There Was You. I'll run through the introduction right now. It goes like this. So that's F, F sharp diminished. I'll have the fingering on the more info section rather than go through every finger here. Then G sharp minor 7 and then C. So they do that twice. There were birds, there were bells on a hill, but I never heard them singing. Then it goes, on that word it goes to B flat minor. No, I never heard them at all. So from B flat minor it goes back to the F, then it does that descending 3-chord thing. That goes from an A minor 7 to a G sharp minor 7 to a G minor 7. No, I never heard them at all till there was you, C, F. The second verse repeats those sync chords. Then it goes into the bridge. The bridge, before the bridge, it does this run here that goes like this. So just listen for, rather than describe every single note I'm playing, I think you can figure it out by just getting your hand in this position and listen to this. Finish up with the B flat chord. Let me try that again. Then there was music and wonderful roses. Goes from a B flat to a B flat minor. Then there was music and wonderful roses. Back to the F. They tell me, I believe it goes to a D9 there. This is a D9. Again, I'll have the fingering for that in the more info section. That's on the 5th fret there. And there was music and wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet fragrant meadows. Okay, so what he does there, he goes from a G minor. Then this pinky here, which is currently on the 5th string of the 5th fret of the D string, you play that first, then you lift it up and you use your second finger here, and you play the 4th fret of the D string, and then you lift everything, and that makes it in the G minor 7. So you start with a G minor, you go to this chord, which I believe is called a G minor major 7. And then it's a G minor 7. And there was that's I think it's an E augmented chord because the G is sharpened. There was love around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. Now here comes the solo. George on the Ed Sullivan Show plays a solo up here. Some people play it down here. Same notes, but I prefer to play it up here like George did. So these are the notes. Just look at my fingers. Okay. So you start there. Got that? So that, let me just go over a point here. So this is 4th fret of the D string to the 7th fret. So now I'm on the 5th fret of the G string, and now with the index finger down here I play the 4th fret of the B string. So it's, and then I do a hammer on. And that's the tricky part, that note right there. So the last two notes there, it's the 8th fret of the D string, and then I slide it down to the 7th fret of the D string. Now he does his hammer-on things. So he's basically fretting the 3rd fret and hammering on the with these 2 fingers here only. I'm hammering on the G string on the 5th fret and on the E string on the 5th fret. Now he moves up to the 6th fret and does the same thing there. And then he does this is actually an F chord. So he does the bass, which is on the 8th fret of the A string. Now he does this descending, which is actually the same thing as here, but it's the same chords in a different position. So this is like the D minor formation up here, and I'm switching my fingers around to play this note as well. So I got my index finger on the 8th fret, and I descended a semitone twice. So I descend from C, B, B flat. So it's, and now this is the really tricky chord that he does here. So it's F sharp. This is actually an F sharp sharpened 9th, the Jimi Hendrix chord that he plays up here for Purple Haze. But it's an F sharp sharpened 9th. And then he does this little, and then that run that we did before. They tell me in sweet fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There's that augmented E chord, I believe, and then all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. And for the end, he does a C. Then you drop the bass to the B, so it's still a C chord but with a B bass, and back to the C chord. F, B flat minor, F, and the song ends on an F major 7, which is an F chord, but you play the E string open instead of finger on the 1st fret. It's open, so you get this sound. It's the last chord of the song. Thank you.